Back here, Duluth residents could see a small increase in their property taxes next year.
Yeah, that just part of Duluth Mayor Emily Larson's newly proposed budget, which she unveiled tonight in front of City Council.
Northern News Now's Cara Kopp was there and breaks down how taxpayers may be impacted come 2024.
Duluth Mayor Emily Larson introduced her $108 million general fund proposal to the City Council Monday night.
This proposal prioritizes the needs of the community. We are investing in streets, we are investing in public safety, we are investing in our people.
A majority of the general fund proposal is made up of city sales tax, property taxes, and the recent $4.4 million in local government aid. State funding, she says, would give taxpayers a break next year.
This budget keeps property taxes affordable. The vast majority of property taxpayers will actually see their taxes go down next year.
The mayor's budget calls for a property tax levy increase of 2% in 2024, or a total of $66 per month on a $200,000 home. Mayor Larson says that $66 in part would be broken up into $19 for public safety, $11 for capital debt service, like the purchasing of plows and fire engines, and $12 towards transportation, like street maintenance.
The LGA, the success of our sales tax, that everyone gets to benefit from that.
The mayor saying the 2024 budget she proposed will go towards the community.
It's a community-forward budget. This is about taking care of the community now. It's about taking care of the community going forward. That's what it is.
Now waiting for the City Council to go over the proposal and make any changes they see fit. In Duluth, Cara Kopp, Northern News Now.
And this is just the first step in finalizing the 2024 city budget and max tax levy. The City Council has the chance to lower it before they vote on what that final number will be for next year.